Hello, so today we will study the Big Five and the frame of a cybernetic approach. And we will study especially the openness intellect domain. So, openness intellect describes the tendency to be imaginative, curious, thoughtful, creative, and intellectually and aesthetically or artistically engaged. Openness intellect reflects cognitive exploration through which people interpret the world. The mechanism of interpretation associated with openness intellect are primarily those that are descriptive rather than evaluative, leading to representation of facts or patterns rather than to the emotional also associated with those representations. This is not to say that openness intellect is unrelated to emotion, as it appears to reflect sensitivity to the reward value of information, which involves the emotions of curiousness and aesthetic enjoyment. However, the evaluation of emotional significance that form a core part of our interpretation of the world are likely to be determined primarily by affective processes associated with extroversion, neuroticism, and agreeableness, and by relevance to individual goals as those which interact with the mechanism of interpretation underlying openness intellect. The compound label openness intellect reflects a long-standing debate about labeling, with some researchers favoring openness to experience in others' intellect. The two describe distinct aspects of the border trait. Intellect reflects intellectual engagement with abstract and semantic information through reasoning. Openness to experience reflects engagement with sensory perceptual information. It involves aesthetic interest and fantasy proneness and leads to correlational interpretations of the world. These processes underlying these traits influence goal setting and outcomes as well as interpretation. Intellect predicts creative achievement in the sciences, whereas openness predicts creative achievement in the arts.